If you're serious about improving your life, this is a video you don't want to miss. This past year, I've learned a lot of things that have completely transformed my life from pretty shit to quite good. And today I'm going to share with you the 10 best ones. So if you're ready to apply these lessons moving forward to absolutely crush 2023, then let's go. 1. Short-term pleasure leads to long-term pain, while short-term pain leads to long-term pleasure. The most concrete example of this is going to the gym. It might be painful to go that day, but over time, you will achieve a fucking great body. You will feel great, you'll feel stronger, you'll be stronger. That's pleasure, right? Your life will be more pleasurable overall because you took this short-term pain. This is essentially the essence of self-improvement, that you reject the instant gratification for the long-term goal. And this year, I've essentially based my entire life around this one principle. 2. Without taking risks, you are destined for mediocrity. Every time you take a risk, you have the chance for something great and also for something way worse than just mediocre. But if you don't take any risks, you will all the time just be kind of mediocre, kind of not that bad. But is that the life you want? Would you rather have the life that's just all pale and fucking bland and boring? Or the life that's sometimes fucking amazing, sometimes kind of shit? I realized that most of the good rewards I've gotten in my life are actually because I took a massive risk. I took a massive risk and went to Colombia instead of studying normally another year in high school and missing a year, so I was a year behind. But that year was probably the most essential for my self-growth. And this year I didn't take a risk, and that's why this lesson really stung me. I won a ticket to go all around Europe for free by train, and I didn't go for no fucking reason. So I didn't take this risk that was going, and therefore I had a way shittier summer and kind of derailed all my plans. The third lesson I learned this year is that you can be anything you want, but not everything you want. You must choose your regrets. You must choose what you don't want to be or what you can't be. You can be absolutely great at anything you want, but you cannot be great at everything. And that is a really hard lesson for me myself to integrate into my life. But I truly believe that if you pick one thing and exert all your effort towards it, you can achieve absolute greatness in it. But you cannot have 10 things that you're absolutely great at. You have to pick some that you won't be that good at. Otherwise, you'll simply be mediocre at all of them. The fourth lesson is that habits are key. So what I mean by this is that you show up every single fucking day. And what I learned is that I misunderstood this. I thought you show up and perform great every day. But no, that's not the truth. You show up and some days you will be pretty fucking shit. And some days you'll be almost at your top. And it will just fluctuate. And you have to accept this. Some days will be quite bad. And everyone has these bad days, but you still showed up. And that's what's important. Not every single gym session is going to be a fucking killer gym session with a massive pump. Some of them are going to be quite shit. You just gotta accept it. 5. Your own mind is your fiercest opponent. I always thought when people said, oh, I went through so much struggle and all this shit, that they meant like physical struggles, that they had, such a poor childhood or all this shit. And yes, this is true. This is a lot of the struggle, but I realized also that a lot of the struggle is just mentally, like getting out of your mental frame and thinking, like, what is possible? What can I do? Also, the fight against being lazy, because humans are naturally lazy, and you gotta fight against this shit if you want to actually do something. And it's not like all these successful people are just not lazy. No, they just fight against it. That is the struggle. The struggle is against your own mind. 6. Value your time and attention, and others will too. For a long time, I didn't really value my own time or my own attention, and therefore others didn't either. But now I start valuing my attention, and because scarcity drives value, therefore my attention to others is also more valuable. When I actually show up, it's more valuable and they take more advantage of that time instead of wasting my time. And that has been a huge game changer for me. Even with friendships, if you don't see your friends all the fucking time, when you actually spend time with them, it will be more valuable both to you and to that person. Lesson 7. Think 90% of the time of what others want, not what you want. People don't really think about you. People don't really care about you, as harsh as it sounds. People care about themselves. If you can think through their frame of mind and think, what did this person want? Then you'll be way easier to be on their good side or to help them or to get whatever you want out of them if you actually supply them with what they want. Don't think of yourself, almost ever. Of course, you can have your own goals, like this is my goal to do, but when you interact with people, think, what does this person want? Number 8, judge others exclusively by their actions. People can say a lot of fucking bullshit, people can make a lot of promises, people can say all this fucking shit, but nothing really matters unless they actually do. You should only judge what they do. You shouldn't judge their plans, you shouldn't judge their goals, anything like that. It doesn't fucking matter. What did they do? Are they doing anything? They might have these massive, impressive goals like, oh, wow, cool. You seem like you're ambitious, but are you doing something? If you're not doing anything, fuck you. Fuck off. Number 9, it's impossible to achieve something you think is impossible. So I really realized this concept of limiting beliefs. That if you believe you can't do it, of course you can't fucking do it. If you believe you can't run a mile, you're gonna stop before a mile because you can't do it. But if you believe you can, even if you've never proved to yourself that you can, then you probably will be able to do it. It's like, straight up, there's a famous quote by Confucius that says, the man who says he can't and the man who says he can are both right. Number 10, embrace the struggle. Every failure is a step forward. This one is one of the most important ones, that I kept failing this year over and over and over again. But I realized that every time I failed, I was a step closer to where I wanted to be. Because I learned some lessons or I got something out of it every single fucking time. So to actually embrace these failures and be like, yeah, I failed, now I'm a little bit closer to where I want to be. Great, let's fail some more. I think that is a great mindset to have moving forward, and I know it's going to make me stronger in 2023. If you actually apply these lessons moving forward into 2023, you will absolutely kill it this year. And if you don't, then realize that you're choosing mediocrity. You're choosing to be less than your optimal self. You're choosing not to live up to your full potential. I hope you got some important lesson out of this video, or at least enjoyed yourself a little bit. If you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment about your best lessons this year.